Hi, this is Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils, Health Matters, and Living Week 19, Day 2 of our Positive, Peaceful Growth Affirmations. We are getting them from Dr. Susan Lawton's book, Positive, Peaceful Growth Calendar. And it is a book that combines affirmations with music therapy and essential oils. So if you're into all those three things, which I totally am, I think you're just going to love, love, love that book. You can buy it at Aroma Tools or Oil Life. The affirmation that we're working on for this entire week, the affirmation that we're concentrating on for this entire week is, I am working with my other hand. And so yesterday we did a shout out on how how our left brain is super logical and how our right brain is the creative, more problem-solving part of our brain. And so whether you're right-handed, where you're usually in your logic brain, or whether you're left-handed, which puts you more in the creative, problem-solving brain, whichever brain you basically are, or whichever hand you basically is basically your dominant hand, it's good to use the other hand and develop the strengths of the other hand so that we get the gifts, the full gifts that our brain can give us. And so I suggested just a few things that you might that I'm going to try doing, that you might want to try doing too. Brushing your teeth in the morning with your left hand, doing it with the right hand at night, but in the morning doing it with your left hand. Eating breakfast with your left hand, maybe eating lunch with your left hand, eating dinner with your right hand. Brushing your hair with your left hand in the morning or at night. You can decide what timetables you want to be working on and doing things with your left hand. Loading the dishes, doing some chores with your left hand. Just different ways to bring in our left hand. And yesterday too, we talked about not only bringing in the gifts of our non-dominant hand, but also being very, very intentional about bringing gifts in from non-dominant people in our lives. Making sure that we're letting our spouses have a voice, making sure that we're letting our children have a voice, listening to them, gathering their thoughts, letting everyone bring gifts to the table, letting our employees, if we have employees, voice their opinions and valuing. Basically, I think this whole entire week we're valuing the gifts that everyone brings to the table. And as we do that, our lives are enriched. So that was basically yesterday's shout out. Today's shout out is going to be a little bit different, even though we're still trying to incorporate non-dominant things in our lives, right? And so the affirmation for today is, I'm appreciating my talents growing this way, growing in a way that is bringing in non-dominance. So I thought that as we're talking about talents today, as you're journaling, you might just want to journal about what talents do you have. And then I would definitely, we all can definitely journal. Did that talent seem to build pretty fast? Was it a talent that I really had to work on or struggle to get? There might be some, for example, there might be some subjects in school that just kind of come to you very, very easily. And some subjects in school that came to us very, very hard, and we had to put a lot of effort to understand these subjects and do well in these subjects. And some talents are like that. Some talents, I almost just say, are like natural talents. Perhaps my best guess is that we developed them in heaven. And so we kind of came down with a strong area in that, or a strong point in that area of life. And then some talents we see here in life and we're like, oh, I really want to develop that. And we kind of have to work and work and work. But as we do work, we can develop them. I believe that we are all children of God, and that God wants us to have every good gift. He wants us to have every talent that our heart desires. And as we work at those things, we definitely can get better at whatever it is. I think there was a saying by Wilford Woodruff that said, as we repeatedly do something, the task becomes easier, not because the nature of the task changes, but because our ability to do that is increased. So whatever it is you're trying to do and accomplish in 2020, I hope that we can all stick to it. I hope that we can all know that everything feels awkward at first, just like brushing your teeth feels super with your left hand or your non-dominant hand feels super awkward at first, but we can learn to do it, and we can learn to do it so that it feels super natural. So whatever it is that we're trying to become in 2020, whatever it is that we're trying to do in 2020, yes, it might feel super awkward to us, but as we keep doing it, we can grow our talents. We can achieve our goals. We can go from the state of being awkward at different things to being super graceful and just having it be second nature to us. The more we do things, the more we stick at things, the more we can become that way. So I just wanted to say, whatever it is you're trying to do, don't give up. You can definitely grow any talent you're trying to grow, and you can definitely get closer or achieve any goal that you're trying to do, especially as we're using prayer to incorporating what God can give us, and reaching out to others too. Like if you're trying to do something, don't be afraid to bring in mentors or teachers or cheerleaders, right? Everyone needs a cheerleader. Someone who's just going to say, you know what, you can keep going. And then, okay, so as we're talking about who we might bring into our life besides God, of course, we want cheerleaders. Yes, you can do this. We want coaches, right? Coaches that say, this is kind of where you let the other team score on you last time. This is kind of where your downfalls were. Let's put in some training routines so that we can up level kind of where you're falling down on, right? And coaches are different than cheerleaders, right? And then you want just you want accountability partners. You want accountability partners so that you have someone where you tell your goal to, and someone that at the end of the day that you're like, this is where I am, that can, I don't know, help us work through better how to get to our goals, and help us remind ourselves that yes, this is a goal that we actually wanted, so we're not going to give up on it, right? So cheerleaders, coaches, accountability partners, mentors, teachers, just people in your circle. If you can think of other people that you would want in your circle, in your community, as you're trying to develop talents or hit goals, definitely post them in the comments. Okay, so today we're thinking about our talents growing and not minding if they're going a little bit slower than we wanted, but still using the people in our community to help us and to nurture our talents and to nurture us to our goals so that we can achieve them. Okay, so again, the affirmation for today is, I appreciate my talents growing in this way. And this way kind of means in whether they're growing fast or whether they're growing slow, we appreciate the talents that we have, and we appreciate and we celebrate that our talents are growing. Okay, so that's the affirmation for today. The song that we're pairing for today's affirmation of growing our talents, and for the whole entire week of using your non-dominant hand and getting the gifts of those, is Pachelbel's Canon in D. To me, it's such a peaceful song, and it's a song that goes from simple to complex, which is kind of how our talents grow. Our talents all start at a very basic level, and then they progress. So I think it's a perfect song to be pairing with talents. The essential oil blend that we are diffusing this week is 2 drops of lemon, which is the oil of focus, 2 drops of geranium, which is the oil of love and trust, and 2 drops of lemongrass, which is the oil of cleansing. So today is Tuesday. We're going to be doing an in-depth, study on the emotional benefits of lemon. On Wednesday we'll do the emotional benefits of geranium, and Thursday we'll do the emotional benefits of lemongrass, and then on Friday we'll go over delve deep in the physical benefits of each of the lemon, the geranium, and lemongrass. I think you're going to be super excited with what we learn. I know I am thankful for the things I am learning as I'm kind of studying along with you and learning some new aspects on how to use our lemon essential oil. So, Caleb, can you please get me a lemon oil or on any other doTERRA oil that has a supplement facts on it? Okay, so the first thing you need to know about lemon essential oils is it comes from the rind. And so it is, thank you. And so it is super uplifting oil. All citrus oils are uplifting oils. So if you are just having like a blue day, a down day, a tired day, lemon essential oil can definitely uplift the mood and uplift the energy, right? So that's something you need to know about all citrus oils. All citrus oils have the gift of bring that gift to the table. Okay, some people like to call lemon sunshine in a bottle. You can kind of think that the lemon fruit is definitely yellow. And I don't know if yellow things seem to have a lot of the same characteristics or not. I don't know. But anyway, lemon, some people nickname it sunshine in a bottle. Lemon's major effect is on the mind. And so it's great for having clarity of thought. It helps to clear an overburdened mind. It helps us focus. Again, the nickname of lemon is the oil of focus. And it aids in logical thinking. So it also can be super great for study sessions. It improves the attention span. It helps with problem solving, and it counteracts mental fatigue. Remember how we talked about how citrus oils are energizing, right? And mood uplifting. So if you're studying and you tend to be like, oh my goodness, I just know I'm going to fail this test. Like, I don't think telling ourselves that we're going to fail a test really does anyone any good. So again, because lemon has a citrus oil, it's a mood uplifting. It can help give us confidence. It can help cleanse out those negative ways that we've thought about ourselves in the past. Anyway, we'll be talking about that more in a minute. But it is super great for study sessions. Another thing that it's great for is with people who have learning issues, whether they've had learning issues in the past, whether they've been bullied in the past, they've been called dumb or stupid, and they've kind of internalized some of that, right? Anyway, lemon essential oil can help clear the self-judgment. It can help clear self-limited beliefs. I wanted to say that exactly right for you. So not only can it help clear the self-judgment, but it can help clear the self-limiting beliefs. Thinking that we're dumb, thinking that we're stupid doesn't serve us, right? If we think we're dumb, we're not going to try as hard to learn things. If we think we're stupid, we're not going to take the classes that are maybe harder classes or typically more seen as more difficult. I remember reading a book and watching the movie. It was a movie of a brain surgeon, and he ran for president. And right now, his name escapes me. Maybe I need some lemon. But anyway, his mom was so good. His mom, who never finished high school, was so good at telling him that he had everything that he needed in his mind and that he was smart. And his mom was so good. Like, she was like, I want you to read a book a week and I want to report on it. And so she changed her children's lifestyle from being very much one of thinking that they were stupid, for being very much one of just watching TV, kind of vegging out in front of the TV, to one of thinking that they were smart, that they were capable, limiting the hours on the TV, requiring reading. Anyway, I'll post the link to the movie in the comments so that you know which movie and which book I am coming from, or I'm talking about here. Anyway, so if we have other self-limiting beliefs, if we think that we're ugly, if we think that we're not, and you could fill in the blank with anything. Maybe you think you're not a good cook. Maybe you think you are not good at cleaning your house. Maybe you think you're not a friendly person. Maybe you've been told so many times in your life that you're shy and you've kind of internalized it. You know, I'm not saying that people can't be shy, but I just think that everyone who has ever been called shy in their life is probably not that way. I have my little 4-year-old Xander. He's an example of this. He is such a people person. He just reaches out to people right and left all the time. And one time a stranger came up to him and was talking to him or something, and Xander just wasn't really interested, wasn't really into this person. And this person said, "Oh, he's a little shy." And I'm like, my Xander? Like, he's not shy at all. But I think that when we go into different situations, we do respond different ways. And so if someone has called you shy in the past, or if many people have called you shy in the past, that doesn't really mean that you are, right? I think sometimes we can choose how we handle things or do with things. So I just wanted to give this idea a shout out right now. So if in the past you have signed a contract with someone that was self-limiting, like, maybe someone once said to you, "Oh, you're not as pretty as your sister," and you basically mentally shook their hand and said, "You know what, you're right, I'm not as pretty as my sister," and that kind of affected you your whole life. Let's let go of that contract. Let's think of the times when we've been recognized for our own beauty, and let's sign the contract that my sister is beautiful and I am beautiful too. And we don't need to compare beauties. And so is smart and I am smart too. And we really don't need to compare smartness. And so is a good cook and I'm good at cooking different things too. We don't really need to compare. Like, you say that comparison is the thief of joy. Let's just let that comparison go. Let's know that we are smart, we are beautiful, we are wonderfully made, we are competent. We can achieve what we want to achieve. And let's let go of the comparison, right? Okay, so that's a gift of lemon, that it can help. It's a powerful cleanser. It can help clear out the self-limiting beliefs that we have. It can help us get more into our logical mind and say, you know what, if other people can do it, so can I. So can I. I remember that was the mantra of the guy who invented peanut butter. And his name seems to escape me right now too. But anyway, his mantra was, if someone else can do it, so can I. Anyway, going on. Okay. So, we talked about how lemon is great for mental activity, studying, remembering, increasing attention span, boosts us up when we have fatigue, and is an incredible mood uplifter. But it is also, and you might guess this from it being a mood lifter, but it's a great antidepressant. It can actually make it easier for us to handle the stresses of life. It brings back a playfulness and a joy into our lives. Looks like someone's car is having a problem. Caleb, is that one of our cars? Okay, good. Okay, so because lemon can boost our self-confidence and our self-esteem, if we've had a problem with our I'm laughing at the car alarm next door. I think they got it under control now. But anyway, if we've had a problem in the past with our self-confidence, feeling like we are not good enough, feeling like we're surrounded with people who are so much better than us, and just feeling less than, it can really help us take our personal power back. If we feel like we've been bullied in the past, lemon can help clean that out, help clear that out, help us remember that we are a great person, help us take our personal power back. If we've had a problem speaking our thoughts in the past because we feel less than, it can help us take our personal power back. So another gift of lemon essential oil. As we take our personal power back, we are much more likely to be emotionally honest as well, right? So if you struggle with emotional honesty, if you have people in your family, in your circles that struggle with emotional honesty, lemon is a great oil to be diffusing. Lemon, again, it also helps with mental flexibility. So if we tend to be a little bit rigid in our thoughts and tend to be a little bit my way or the highway, lemon can clear out some of that stodginess, some of that stiffness, and help our minds be able to think more brainstormy and be able to know that perhaps there is more than one way to do things. Okay, lemon, because it's so energizing, can help us with our support our drive to complete projects. I think it kind of, when it comes to completing projects, I think it kind of does a three-way hit on this one. One, it raises our energy level. Two, it reminds us that we are confident. And three, it just makes us feel better, so we're more likely to do things. It mixes super well with so many essential oils. But when we're talking about self-confidence, some oils that you might want to mix in with that to help with that are bergamot, which is the oil of self-esteem and self-love, and wintergreen, and lemongrass. And we definitely have, in this blend, we're pairing lemon and lemongrass. So it's a super great oil for taking your own power back and knowing you are enough with God and with other people around you to do what you want and need to do. Okay, so that's the gifts of lemon essential oil. I'm reminding you that this week we are diffusing 2 drops of lemon, the oil of focus, 2 drops of geranium, the oil of love and trust, and 2 drops of lemongrass, the oil of cleansing, because it's such a powerful cleanser. The song that we're diffusing, the song that we're listening to this week is Pachelbel's Canon in D, reminding us that life can go from simple to complex, and we've got it. We've got this. And reminding us that the affirmation for today is I'm appreciative of my talents growing in this way, whether they're growing slow, whether they're growing fast, whether they're growing differently than we first expected. Our talents are growing, and as we work on them, we can appreciate that they do grow. And the affirmation for the week is I am working with my other hand, which incorporates bringing in all the non-dominant aspects of our lives, seeing the gifts that they bring to the table, growing them, appreciating them. Okay, so this is Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils Health Matters, living the wholesome life, telling you that I know you can make it an awesome day. Goodbye.